So Durbin, after reading the Green New Deal, said, "What in the heck is this?" This is what elected officials say after reading a piece of policy, which is, by the way, their job. Their job, read policy. He reads the Green New Deal, says, "What in the heck is this?" This is serious feedback from a real elected official. All right. Senator Dick Durbin, who in this case is living up to his first name very well, on Wednesday declined to say if he will vote for the Green New Deal resolution, saying that after he read it, he asked the key sponsor of the legislation, "What in the heck is this?" I'm sure that wasn't in a condescending manner at all. At this point, I can't tell you, to be honest with you. I've read it and I've reread it, and I asked Ed Markey, what in the heck is this? He says it is an aspiration, It's a resolution aspiration. Okay. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is expected to force a vote on the resolutions, which Republicans believe will provide fodder for 2020 elections by forcing a handful of Democratic presidential hopefuls to go on the record for or against the measure. The resolution, unveiled earlier this month by AOC and Markey, is non-binding but backs net zero greenhouse gas emissions in the United States while saying it would create millions of good high-wage jobs. 11 Democrats, including Markey and Bernie Sanders, have formally signed on to the resolution. Though the resolution has been championed by progressives in a coalition of outside groups, several Senate Democrats are keeping the measure at arm's length and have declined to say if they would vote for it or not. Durbin says it's long, but he agrees with the premise. Global warming is a threat to the planet. Well, that's how intellectually astute of Dick Durbin. That's incredible. It's really long. Saving the planet. You didn't want to read the whole thing. It's your fucking job. You're an elected official. It's too long. All bills are incredibly long. They're all long. They all have legalese in them. They all have jargon in them. You singled this one out. Why, Dick Durbin? Why? Oh, it's really long. I agree we have to save the planet, but it was a lot to read. I know that's my job. I know I'm an elected official. I get fantastic benefits, a lot of paid time off, more than pretty much anyone else working in this country. But shit, it's a lot to read. And cutting back on emissions, what does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Creating jobs, creating sustainable new infrastructure jobs. I can't imagine what that means. Here's what it means. We're going to look into alternative sources like solar, like wind. We're going to look into transportation solutions. That's what it means. It's not that complicated, Dick Durbin. Cutting back on greenhouse gas emissions. Not that complicated. You guys have watched me on this show where we look into actual science news and I'm just blown away by everything. And I'm like, isn't this cool? And I get it. Dick Durbin, though, too fucking long for him to read. He's an elected official. His job involves reading frickin' policy, and he's bitching about it. Dick Durbin just made it clear he doesn't want his job anymore. I mean, it's just unbelievable. No matter what is next to your name, Republican, Democrat, no matter what ideology you have, if you're bitching about reading legislation, then clearly you just don't want to do your job. So just step down then. Let somebody else take that job. I'm sure there's a progressive somewhere. A senator. This is what a senator says. When asked about a piece of legislation that is essential to saving the planet. And I'm not going to say that the Green New Deal bill, the Green New Deal bill is perfect. That's not the point here. The point is, it's the only piece of legislation out there to really do something about climate change. And this guy just says, "Oh, a lot to read. I don't want," and this is a Democrat doing this, by the way. This isn't from the party that's denying climate change is even a thing. This is from the party that's supposed to be doing something about it. And he's like, "Well, a lot of shit to read. Just a lot of shit. What is this?" Whenever somebody scoffs and says, "What is this?" it means that they don't want to understand what you're bringing forward. They want to marginalize it and trivialize it. And that's what Dick Durbin's doing here. That's exactly what he's doing. It's not honest confusion. Because if it was, he would just say, some of the particulars in the bill I have a lot of questions on, and I look forward to working with my colleagues on this, because this is an essential issue. He didn't say that, though. He said, "What the heck is this?" Whenever somebody does something like that, they're not being constructive. You guys know this. The whole idea of being condescending does not go over anybody's head. And it doesn't go over Dick Durbin's head either. So this is not constructive criticism. or constructive inquiry. This is a senator wanting to marginalize a piece of legislation, succeeding in doing so, and openly admitting he doesn't want his job. Good job, Dick Durbin. Good job.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and